Hello everyone, it's Frosty here, and today you guys are watching a 46 and 10 MOAB gameplay, but I've sped it up to the part where I actually get the MOAB on this kill streak, and this is probably the fastest MOAB I've ever had. It's maybe like 4 or 5 minutes, something like that, but it's still the fastest I've ever had, so I'm impressed with myself for getting a MOAB this fast. This is my third ever MOAB, and I was really impressed with this game. I ended up, like I said, going 46 and 10, but I'm probably going to end up cutting it short. But this gameplay commentary I'm going to be talking to you guys about is MOAB tips, how to get a MOAB, alright? And there are plenty of tips you can give, but the tips that I'm going to give you are just the basics, alright? So first off, you're going to want to play with some friends. It's not a necessity, so to speak, but you really need that extra support because I know when I play with friends, I seem to be able to concentrate more. Like in this game, I was playing with two friends, and they were talking the whole time, and I kind of went silent and just started killing everything. But with their support and stuff, and then it would just help me to keep going. And it was like, almost like you have to impress your teammates. So it's like, okay, I have to get the MOAB now. I'm already on the 10 kill streak. Let's keep going. But that leads me kind of into my next thing. Don't overthink it, alright? Because if you overthink the MOAB, then you're not going to get it. I mean, I guess you still could, but you can't go into the game with the mentality of, okay, I'm going to get a MOAB this game. It doesn't seem to work out that way, especially with me, because every time, even if it's like a Predator missile, if I want that Predator missile, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to get it. Which is kind of stupid, because you're actually intent on getting it, but you don't. But that's just the way the game says, don't think about it, just play it for what it is. And that's what I did in this gameplay, and I noticed that I was on a really big kill streak at one point, so I started playing a little more cautiously, and then I get that MOAB, and then I wasn't talking the entire time, because normally once I get into the zone, I'm just quiet and I play. You know what I'm saying? It's just that rush of, I'm gonna get it. And then once I did get it, I was like, oh guys, guess what? They said what? And then I pressed it and said, MOAB, and they all like freaked out because they had actually witnessed a MOAB I got a few days earlier, and that was the last gameplay I just uploaded talking about lag. You should check it out. It was kind of informative, but it was a really good game, this game, and they were impressed with me because none of them had ever had a MOAB, and one of them had been in my game from when I got a MOAB. He'd been in 2 of them, and the other one had been in the game in all 3 MOABs I've had. So I thought that was pretty cool that they've witnessed them before from me, so they know what I have and what I can do. Okay, your next thing is you want to know the map, and what I'm saying by that is know where your enemy is spawning, and then if you're in a situation to where you're one or two away, you might want to stay back a little bit. But the best way to find out where the enemy is if you see your teammates on a mini-map, if you're playing like a kill confirm type game type, and if you see your teammates on the map, the enemies are probably spawning on the other side, so that's where you need to go. Obviously in domination, if you have 1 flag or 2, it really doesn't matter. Wherever that red flag is, they're spawning in that general area, so that gives you more of a sense of where their spawn is. And then obviously demolition, it's the same spot over and over, so demolition is a good spawn trapping game type. But yes, you gotta know the spawns, and you gotta know the map, obviously. If you don't even know what map you're playing on and you're just kind of confused, you're not probably gonna get it. I mean, there are some people who can, but most of the time, that's not you. Sorry to say. Okay, the next thing is guns and kill streaks, alright? Now, I'm not gonna tell you what kind of guns to use, but I am gonna suggest some. I really like the ACR. The ACR has really good accuracy, a decent fire rate, good damage. It's just an all-around assault rifle that's good, but not overpowered, because it can be countered by different guns. So, I really like the ACR, I would recommend it. And I use suppressor and extended mags, so you get the extra ammo, and then you get your silenced weapons, so you're kind of invisible. But on smaller maps like this, I would use the PP90 M1 or the MP7, which in this gameplay I end up using both because I pick up an MP7. But those are probably the 2 SMGs that are the best in this game. I would use kick and either rapid fire or suppressed, or if you want to slap on those 2 attachments, go for it. And then kill streak wise, you're definitely going to want to use specialist kill streaks are definitely what you want to use. And I know you can't take me seriously on that because all of my MOABs, one I've had with assault kill streaks, one I've had with support, and this one I'm using specialist. But as you can tell, Specialist just makes it so much easier because you have every perk. If there's a grenade thrown at you, you can survive it. If there's a flash thrown at you, I guess with blast shield, you can survive it. You can throw a flash and mark somebody with recon. I mean, it's just a really good perk. Marksman, you can aim down your sights and see enemies farther away in case you have like an SMG and you want to know where the enemies are at. Just aim down your sight and then run away with extreme conditioning. So definitely Specialist would be the best kill streaks, and besides, you're not going to get any kill streak kills toward it anyway, so what's the point of using Assault or Support, really? Alright guys, so those are my tips. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Please like, favorite the video, comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see y'all later. Peace.